Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigma Night Gaming. My name is Liara, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today, we're playing Danganronpa 2, and in today's episode, we are going to investigate the final location before the class trial begins. And oh boy, it's gonna be a doozy. So without further ado, let's hop into the game. I guess we're gonna head over to the hospital now and see if we can find some clues there. Maybe we'll have a bit more luck than we will than we had at the motel. Let's see what we've got. All right, so we have let's talk to Kazuichi. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey!
Yeah, so I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. That's already mighty suspicious. Like, why would you immediately? That's like guilty chicken squawking. Did you get that? Get this from that shady-looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
Right!
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed in the hospital monitor. Okay. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor.
Hey!
But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue, and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it. I feel like that's going to be something that is going to be useful information, right? However, I did just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right, you did work on that. All right, what does Chiaki have to say?
Well,
I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's really only been a few days. All right, so not much. I guess, let's look at this, see if there's anything about this. There's a surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I wanted to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right!
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that, there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder and without any hesitation, she climbed that stepladder of her own free will. And then she grabbed the rope and that's when we ran. Like, didn't it? I think it blacked out at that moment, right? That's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Hold on.
Well,
At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? Yeah? You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But I didn't make it in time.
Hey,
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? I don't think so. What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yep, there's no doubt. If so, I don't think she killed herself. I think it was suggested to her. Chiaki's thinking hard.
you.
Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure this out so easily. She's mad about that. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Right? That's what I'm wondering. Also, I might just be overthinking, but did she seem a little upset? Yes. Yes, she did. I don't know why she was upset, but the surveillance monitor video? Okay. Well, let's go see what's in the conference room then. I'm very curious why she was all of a sudden... Oh, there's Akane. Let's talk to Akane.
Now then.
Phew, I'm finally getting back to my normal self.
All right.
Hajime, help me out with my recovery. No, Akane, we're not gonna help you. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. I agree. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. I think you're probably right there, too. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey, hey.
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but... Hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. Maybe someone persuaded Ibuki. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, that somebody persuaded Ibuki. Because she had the gullible disease at the time. Now that I don't know who, but that's exactly what I think. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns?
Yo.
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If they have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit it. Wait, hold on. What happened to the gown you were wearing?
Huh?
Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. But you want to wear the one that Nagito is wearing? How is that less gross? Exactly, Hajime. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser.
Like...
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikon back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta get back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. I'm curious, is there anything, this was Ibuki's room, I think. Oh, okay, this was an open room? Alright, maybe that wasn't Ibuki's room. I guess they're all open rooms now. Nobody, has their own room here anymore. Alright. So what is so special about this conference room? We have been here before, but there was nothing particularly interesting. Just wondering, what's your favorite character from Danganronpa? From the first one or from this game? Like from the first one, it was I forgot her name already. The one of the investigator, Kyoko, something like that. That was my favorite from the first game. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch?
Hey.
Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there?
'Cause
If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed?
Hey.
Hey, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. I don't want to poke out my eyes. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes.
Aww.
Bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. So, yeah, Kyo, I forgot her name from the first game, was my favorite from the first game, and then Chiaki is my favorite from this game. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was uncovering the window. Yeah, and there's like nothing in here, right?
Hey.
Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it.
Well,
I got it. Got what?
see?
The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light. Oh, she's saying like at the music venue. They're light blocking curtains. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through. Huh. I wonder. Was that some... I don't know.
See?
It doesn't really make sense, though. I was wondering if maybe a projector could have been somehow used in the murder, but I don't know, because when we went to the music venue to check, we didn't see Hiyoko there. So, I don't know. See, a black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. A black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So, is something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was all that about? That bit about being embarrassing if I look and troll fail?
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. I think that's all the places. I expect Monokuma will be saying there's an announcement. Called it.
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome!
Well, I don't know about all that, but sure.
The class trial's gonna start, you know.
Of course it is.
So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP!
Oh boy.
I'll see you soon!
Man. It's already time. So this again. I need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims, in order to find the truth, the only thing I can do is go. Okay, Monokuma Rock. Time for this again. Oh boy. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough...
Welcome!
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial? Do we have an option?
Wait!
Hey, jerk, hold it right there.
Monomi's such a dumb child.
What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells.
Hey!
My brain works just fine.
Hey!
Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? I see. So you've come to avenge him.
Yes!
Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like you say. Oops.
Anyway,
Since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
bye-bye.
And now then, I gotta go first.
I won't let you.
Hold on, I won't let you escape.
Hey!
Did you hear what he just said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off. Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years.
Well,
More importantly, it's best we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
how about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to see poetic justice prevail.
What do you yearn for?
What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let us go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. It's that time. My goodness. In we go. I don't know why we have to go up just to descend into it. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, he ate us up, swallowed us into his belly. No. I mean, basically. I feel like that's not unintentional. The elevator began its descent as usual. Yeah, we're down to like, what, 9? But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. Thank goodness. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. I can't imagine any of these people having committed murder. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. I feel like this is going to be like the hardest class trial ever. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. Oh, man. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, 2 people got killed at the same time and Nekomaru's not here either.
Hey!
Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No!
Why bother?
That's...
What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin.
Yahoo!
It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. I don't think enjoy is the right word. And so the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. It's going to be the worst class trial. That's what I'm feeling like. I seriously cannot imagine any of these. I feel like the first 2, I wasn't necessarily upset about the outcome. I feel like I'm going to be upset by whoever's the guilty one here. Man, Ibuki Miyota, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hiyoko Saionji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed those 2 is among us. See, now I would have expected Hiyoko to kill someone. I'm speechless. Who could it have been? I definitely can't believe it. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake, for our friend's sake, for Ibuki and Hiyoko's sake. And so the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. So, there are 2 victims this time, Ibuki Miyota and Hiyoko Saionji. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. I feel like that sentence is going to be important. Hiyoko's Sayonji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. However, there's also no blood here, so I kind of feel like her death is somewhere else, maybe? There are bloodstains on the soles of Ibuki's feet, which to me says that Hiyoko was killed first and Ibuki walked through it, but I don't know how that worked exactly. Rope used for hanging. The rope used for hanging. According to Mikan, there is no doubt that the cause of Ibuki's death was her hanging herself with this rope. The key to the motel room that Hiyoko was staying in. It was buried deep inside her kimono, so it was pretty difficult to retrieve. A thick scrap of paper that was stuck to the baton lighting, and that came from the posters in the back, I think. A black curtain at the very back of the music venue stage. It's not wide enough to reach the sides of the stage. It looks like it was brought from the supermarket and not something that was originally here. A stepladder was found on the music venue stage, tipped on its side. On its left side, a slight blood stain can be seen. I think the left side was facing away from Miyoko, so it's kind of weird. A candle was found in front of the music venue stage. It looks like the dim light seen in the surveillance video footage was actually from this candle. Surveillance camera unit put inside the music venue for communication purposes. It's been smashed and no longer works. The AC was cranked up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. It was extremely hot inside the music venue because of that. We have the smudge on the floor. Evidence that a bloodstain was wiped off the floor of the music venue stage. Since Ibuki had no open wounds, it's believed the blood belonged to Hiyoko. Maybe. A strange glob was stuck to where both music venue doors touch each other. Why? Right up until the Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki had disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. Alright, the video that Hajime saw at the hospital shows a person dressed in a hospital gown wearing a hemp bag on their head as they willingly climbed a stepladder toward a noose. After Fuyuhiko met Mikan in front of the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater and Electric Avenue, but they didn't find anyone. Apparently, Fuyuhiko and Mikan were only separated for a short time. Hiyoko was distraught because her kimono was disheveled and she was unable to tie it on her own. That's when Sonia apparently told her about the full-length mirror in the music venue storage room. The invitation ticket prepared by Monokuma. One ticket was passed out per person, and the date it was passed out is printed on the ticket. A Monami tote that was sold at the movie theater. It's a limited item because only one person can buy it. Apparently you get another bag for free when you purchase it. Huh. The movie that Monokuma directed. There was a total of 3 deaths in that movie. First, Monami Scarecrow died by hanging herself. Next, Monami Lion was pumped full of arrows. Finally, Monami Tin Man died by getting chopped into metal pieces. Okay, so that's our evidence. I guess let's get this started. Oh boy.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
I love how Monami is always tied up for the class trial.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Okay.
Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already.
Okay.
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out.
Okay.
You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Right.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
She also was
You're
probably
fine.
asleep.
Your head's empty anyway.
Wow, Kazuichi.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that?
Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Okay. Yeah, that's what I think too. ...
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
All right, we
Then,
can do that.
Let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease.
Right?
The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
Okay.
The other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
I never noticed that the X over his face was a fork and knife before.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms.
Yeah.
We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby.
Which is when we saw the video, right?
And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time.
Right?
When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was
Very disturbing.
a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Right?
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
Why do you sound so sarcastic, my guy?
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
And that's
Why
where
the
we...
motel?
It was the nearest place.
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
That's right.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
Yep.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital.
I noticed Ibuki was
And then
missing.
I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Okay.
Various ways?
You would latch on to that, Kazuichi.
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
Right?
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
Yep.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door.
Because it was held up by drumsticks.
And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's.
Yep.
And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
Right?
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
You know, I just thought of something. I wonder if that paper that we found the scrap of, maybe that was wrapped around Hyoko and that's why we didn't see her originally? I don't know. Well, we have collected all the evidence and we have laid out the steps as clearly as we know how. Hopefully this will lead us somewhere productive as the class trial continues, but that's going to be in our next episode. So if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live, we're on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble, and the links are in the description. If you want to see which games we're playing each day, I post them on x.com/thear27. And I hope you'll join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye.